Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thingamajigger Thursday here at Tucson Acres, where we go over unique and uncommon tools. Last week's mystery tools, we'll start off with this one. We had at least one correct guess. This is actually a Apex brand sharpener slash glass cutter. It does have this little glass cutter wheel on the end here. And I can't quite figure out if this is maybe a tungsten or just a high-speed steel or tool steel. I doubt it's tool steel, but maybe. But this is the cutting edge right in here. And you can see it's got a screw holding it in place, and it can slide up and down so you can get fresh edges. So you would drop a blade into this slot here, pull the blade through it either side, probably both sides actually. We'll demo that here in a second. I'll throw a photo up. It's actually meant for blades, scissors, and even lawnmower blades, the old rotary or manual push twisty style lawnmowers. And you would slide this blade all the way up and then run the blade or drag the blade, this thing across the blades to sharpen them. There is another brand called Grant, and I'll put a photo of each. Now the Grant Keen Edge Sharpener, and this is the Apex Keen Edge Sharpener. I believe the Apex came out first, and it was patented in 1930, like Rob Bacon said. It was filed for application down a couple years prior. I think it was 1926. So I think this one came out first, and the Apex actually has the patent number on it. The Grant brand looks identical, other than it actually says Grant right on it. So I would imagine that the Apex came out first. So the way it works, you take a blade. Now this one, I did run it through there once, and you can kind of see it's got a little bit shinier edge on one side than the other. And it actually does pull a small bit. I think you gotta go this way. It actually files off a little bit of that edge. So a little bit come off that side. I'm not left-handed, so we'll see how this works. Yeah, I don't like holding onto it that way. I wonder if maybe I do it like this. There we go. So you can see it did actually pull a small shaving off of that blade. There's the little pieces of it right there. And that's how that works. For the scissors, it's actually got this little notch right here, and you would place your shears in there, one side, then the other, and drag it across that same piece. Okay, so that's that one. The next one, this one is old, early 1900s, maybe up until about the 30s or 40s at the latest. This is called a corn shucker Husker. There's different versions of this, and honestly, I couldn't find a video demonstrating exactly how this works. So if anybody out there has personal experience with using one of these, I'd love your input. Please throw something down in the comments. The best thing I could find is that you basically put it, now it's a little bit small for my hand, but you would wrap it around your hand so that it's in place, let's say something like here, where your pick would be about there, and then you would use this to dig into the husk, pop it loose, and pull the corn out. Or I think you could also use it more like, this strap is really small for me, sorry. You could use it this way, stick it into the husk, grab onto it, and peel off the husk. They call it a Husker slash shucker, and honestly, I didn't know that there was a difference, or if there's a difference. Husking, generally speaking, from what I found, again, if somebody else out there has more experience with this, please let me know, but husking is more when the husk is dried out, or the corn is kind of dried out a little bit on the stalks, and shucking is when it's still kind of wet, getting it ready for, say, human consumption. So that's that bugger. I did take a quick peek at it, and I didn't see any writing anywhere. So I don't know. Now there's a couple other different tools used. There's a corn husking hook, or was it shucking hook? I don't even remember. And it's a hook that actually, again, you mount it on your hand similar to this, except it's got a hook that faces inward, and you use that to kind of help break off the corn cob from the stalk, and they use that more in the field to get the corn off of the stalk and into a wagon of some sort. And then there's also this other thing called a pick, a shucking pick or a husking pick. And it works very similar to this, except it's more of, well, I'll use this since it's still sitting here. It's more of a pick where you hold it in your hand like that and you just stab through the husk and use it to peel off the husk. So there's that one. These buggers, fortunately, I actually got the package it came in, and since a picture's worth 1,000 words, it's actually just meant for your trailer safety chains. Just a easy, quick way to hook up your trailer safety chains. So that's what those are. I'll be throwing those in the Centurion. Okay, moving on. Please check and do that for me. Just gonna go right into next week's mystery tools. I got 4 of them here for you. I know I said I was gonna do the another bin. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff right now, and that takes me quite a while, and it drags the video out, just like me rambling on like this. So we're just gonna do these 4 right quick, and while you're looking at these things, I'll let you know about next week. And until next week, I am working on getting out the winnings from last week, so please bear with me. That's it for that guy there. Then there's this one. But there's 2 of those, and they, like I said, appear to be pinned onto the shank. Then onto this fella. I could have swore we'd done something similar to this guy before, but I found it in a bin, so we're doing it again if I did. Kind of getting to that point. We're like at 125-ish episodes. So if I did one of these and y'all remember it, please throw it up there. This one's kind of goofy. It looks kind of like a chisel, but it's rounded or arced, any way you could say. Okay, so there's your 4 mystery tools for next week. Most of y'all know the drill. For the newcomers, if you got any guesses on what any of these are for, go ahead and throw something in the comments and I'll go over them next week. Now, just because I think it's really, really friggin' cool, I'm gonna share something with y'all that I found last week at an estate sale. Basically, old, new stock. Repair kit. I love how the military talks. Everything, it's like, you know, Master Yoda speaking. Repair kit, tubeless tire. Here we go. Still got all of the original padding in it. I've already opened it up and checked it out. It is brand spanking new. Nothing has been opened in here whatsoever. Here's the original instructions on how to use this tire repair kit. I'll zoom in on that with the editing software. Everything still in its case, and holy cow, this is just incredible. Got the plug material and all of the glues, compounds. I can't imagine this is any good. Now, I think I tried to look this up and there wasn't really anything, but I'm guessing early 70s, you know, maybe like Vietnam era. Holy cow, I can't believe that's still good. Still strong smelling too, so that's actually still usable. That's bonding compound, same part number, so that's the same thing. And what is this? Leak detector. And this is a powder. I don't know, it's probably asbestos or something. There's all that, and these tools haven't even been opened, and I don't really want to open them. So I'll throw some photos up here of what these tools look like. I mean, unless this one, no, this one will come out. Okay, this one's not stapled together. Oh, so your entire tube of repair materials go in there, and then the rest of those tools are just for prepping the tire itself. But then this guy, okay, so the handle just locks the needle in place. So you would set your needle to the depth that you need for the tire you're working on. You'd run out your wick material if you want, or plug material. When you squeeze the handle, it locks that needle in place. There you go. That's pretty slick. So I just figured I'd share this with you. It's kind of cool, unique, super old stuff. Well, not super old, but you know. Is that all over pieces? Oh, this guy. That's another tool. This is probably the reamer tool if I had to guess. So this is actually a blade. Oh yeah, it is. It's sharpened. You're supposed to use this to trim off excess on the outside. Very cool. All right, so that'll do it for today. For those that for those that won in the drawing last week or the giveaway, I'm going to be trying to get most of that stuff out by tomorrow, but please don't hold it against me if it's not out till next week. Next week we will plan on doing one of the other yellow bins. We'll knock those out, and then the following week after that, we'll go ahead and do another one of the big giveaways, kind of like we did last week. So if you got any questions or suggestions for the channel, please feel free to go ahead and throw something in the comments section. Other than that, hope you all have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll catch you next Thursday.